You know, but hey, at the end of the day, he has the second best record in the league. Yeah. You know, he's 6-3, second to Team Wood. Pause. You just talked about his roster, man. I mean, I think he's filleted, especially after that trade. I mean,
he's certainly filleted.
He's certainly filleted after that trade. You know, I made that trade. You know, I've already played him this year.
Right.
You know, and I made that trade saying, hey, if I have to see this guy again, we're gonna have to go head to head in the Super Bowl. You know, that's the way I looked at it. Okay. I know his team's great. You know, maybe he can knock off you guys, pause, to help me get in.
No.
So, hey, I mean,
chance in the world, brother.
I pretty much think he's pretty much a stamp making that playoffs.
Think he's a stamp, coach?
I think he's a stamp.
I can't go with the stamp.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that in a
second. Well, I got to meet him this week. And I guarantee you one thing. The dog shooting smackers are coming to do some real live smacking. So I hope he got his mind right.
That's my prediction.
All right. Hope he has Night Train Lane. If you're listening, son, you better bring your lunch pail to work, buddy, because it's going down.
What can we say? 7-2. Hey, Ruth Chris right here.
Ruth Chris.
Hey, chops. Team Wood Paul 7-2. What can I say? If you want to know who Team Wood Pauls has on his team, go to DallasCowboys.com and look at their starting roster.
And you see,
that's what he has on his team.
The kicker, the defense, the tight end, okay,
the receivers,
the running back.
Sunday at 1.
Sunday at 1. His team players.
The whole game. Everybody's in the mix.
But nothing you must say about his team. He has a Cowboys offense. Megatron, Steve Smith, who's been I think a surprise for most teams. Most players in the league. I think Coach traded for Josh Freeman. That lets you know how much people really didn't think Steve's going to get off like he did. I think we talked about that a little before. But the guy's putting up 100 points every week. Maybe 1 week where he didn't have 100 points, and that was last week, and he still got the W.
I'm going to take a different approach here, guys. This might be a little contrary to what everyone else is saying. Now, his team is very solid, but I'll tell you this, he's really decimated with injuries right now, and I don't think he's playing that good of fantasy football right now. Great pickup, DeMarco Murray, though. I mean, hands down, great pickup. I mean, he was winning to me off Darren McFadden and Ryan Matthews early in the year. Right, Those guys are injured right now. Michael Vick, you don't know what's going on with him. But he still has those Calvin Johnson, Jason Witten, Steve Smith. His squad is very solid. Right. But I think now, he was scoring 130 every game coming into the season. Maybe 150 a couple games. Now, if you look at me, you're 97, 98, you got a 112 in there. I mean, he's beatable. Yeah. He's very beatable. And before the season, it's like you have to bring your A game. Now I think as long as you're solid, you can beat the guy. Why he's here? But he's 7-2. Yeah. He's afforded himself that right to
fall off a little bit.
To fall off a little bit, have some injuries. Yeah. He still has a month to get his players healthy. Right. So I'm not talking. I'm just saying right now he's beatable, but 4 weeks from now, I think he's the favorite.
If there's any time. If there's any time for a 4-game losing streak for somebody to go on, this would be the time. Yeah. Okay. I have no issue with what's his name, Team Wood, Paul's end of the season at 7-6, not being in the playoffs. Okay.
Not an issue with it.
Because he's going to play me. I'm sure he plays you.
Yeah, I play him as well 2 weeks.
I don't know when you.
I already beat him.
So congratulations. Congratulations. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes of this. Because I think when you look at this roster, you see, hey, you know what? This guy's got a solid roster, but at the same time, what Coach was saying, he's not putting up points like maybe you would think he's putting up points like he was earlier in the season. So with that being said, I wish you the best, Team Wood, every week except the week you play me. So Godspeed, my brother.
And my one thing I want to say about his team, the one thing that he hangs his hat on is his coaching style and how he picked up guys that nobody else wanted. And what I feel is
Al Davis.
This is when and why nobody else wanted these guys.
Because they're not.
What did you hear about Ryan Matthews for this season? Injury prone.
Soft as baby dude.
What did you hear about Darren McFadden coming to the league?
Injury prone.
Yeah, so all this stuff is coming to fruition now when he comes down the stretch when he needs them.
When
the weather's getting cold, he's relying on a lot of receivers. One receiver is going to be all right because he plays in a dome. And that's Calvin Johnson. But Stevie Smith. We don't know how Cam is going to react to this cold weather. Is he going to start tucking that ball and running, which I hope he does. That helped my team
beneficial
out.
to you, yeah.
Very beneficial.
I think those are solid points.
Tony Romo, we don't know how. He gets down close to the end when the playoff time. Shaky, he's throwing the ball to Witten. Witten's going to get hit because he's going to throw the ball to Witten. But this Miles character, hamstring.
Another 2 to 4 weeks out.
Another 2 to 4 weeks
Baby,
out.
soft,
hey guys, what I'm trying to say is Houston Hustlers, Hendall, Susie Smackers, CJ 2K and them. Hey, get this guy out of here.
I got no issue with rooting him up out of here.
I have no issue.
4-game losing streak for that guy. All right.
I mean, his team. I'm definitely have team lead circle this week as well, because I feel like he actually does have a pretty decent roster with guys that actually play. Yeah. But Team Wood and Tar Heel Blue, earlier I've had them circled since the beginning of the year. Okay. You know, I knew if I want to get in the playoffs, I had to win those games to get in. So I'm looking forward to it. So those are 8 teams in contention, and like I said, Houston Hustlers. Shout out to you. I mean, your team is very solid, man. You had some bad luck.
You need to play the role of spoiler, son.
You've had the hardest schedule in the league. And you come along and you had an injury with your best player, so
we need you to show up and show out. All right. So at this point in the show, it's no other time than now to go ahead and kind of list who we think those top 4 teams are who's going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
I guess I'll go ahead and start it off. Now, in an attempt to be as objective as possible, I first thought maybe I wouldn't, talk about myself making the playoffs. But I'm being objective, I have to mention myself because I really feel as though my team, with the way my lineup is set up right now, we really have an opportunity to sneak into that 4th spot. We're number 3 in the league in scoring, so that really gives us an opportunity to sneak into that 4th spot. Beyond that, I got to look at a team like Team Lee, who may make the playoffs, who I think is going to make the playoffs. Not Team Lee, Team King. Forgive me, guys. Sometimes I got forgive me. And then obviously Team Wood as a number 1 seed, and then maybe I stick with All Aboard as well, being in the playoffs as well. So I got myself, I've got Team King, I've got All Aboard, and I've got Team Wood all making the playoffs this year. Those are my 4 selections for the playoffs.
All right, I'll go right into mine. Team Wood. As much as I said his injuries, like I said, he's 7-2. Right. I mean, even if he lost his last 4 games, he would still have an opportunity because of the amount of points he's scoring. Right. All aboard. Hey, I believe in it. Pause. I'm on the Train's bandwagon. I think he's gonna submit that division, and I think he's gonna get in there either a 1 or 2 seed. I think he's in there. Of course, I think I'm going to be in, but I'm going to name 2 other teams as well. I think Charlie Sheen, I think you're going to be in there. I think your teams. Like I said, I think you're playing the best in the league right now. I'll name the 5th team. The 5th team, I'm gonna have to go with Team King just because of where his position. 3 losses right now is humongous. Mm-hmm. But I will say. His points are low. So, it's honestly wide open, man. I honestly can't call it. But I'm not in, guys. I don't know who the 4th team is. So, I'll say my 4th team Wood, All Aboard, me and Charlie Sheen. Okay. Because it's tough, man. It's going to be some intense last month.
A lot of hat throwing going on right now.
Much as I despise this guy. Everybody knows from all the media banter that goes back and forth, but I just feel like our coaching styles and everything is just totally opposite. Team Wood, I just feel he's going to be, if not number 1 seed, number 2 seed, just like what you said. He's 7-2.
Right.
I feel like he'll sneak maybe 1 more win in, and that'll put him at 8-5, and I think that'll lock him up for the playoffs. So I'm going to go with him, and I feel like I'm going to end up winning my division. I feel like I really feel like it's on me to win. I have Team King this week, All Aboard, Team King, January Juggernauts, All Aboard, and then I end up with Team Lee to finish up my season. So I feel like 3 wins are going to be pretty much cakewalk. That's in my opinion, not trying to down anybody, but that's how I feel about my team. Team King, I feel like I'm going to win this week pretty handily. Team Lee, I feel like at the end of the year, because I feel like my team, what I feel about my team towards the end of the season is my teams are not too much cemented in the playoffs. So I don't feel like coaches are going to be resting any of my players. This is the end of their season. Right. Most of them are not making the playoffs. That's how I feel, and they're just going to play January Juggernaut. Then I have All Aboard week 12, I think, right before I play Team Lee. So I feel like that'll be number 2 seed. Then I have All Aboard and Hen Dog Susie Smackers. I feel like the one loss, the one tie is for Team King. It's helping him out right now, but down that stretch, he get another loss or 2 on his belt. It's going to hurt him.
Right.
Because his win percentage is not going to be there. And, of course, his points are
pretty low.
Pretty low.
Yeah. Did you say Putrid? Yeah. That's my favorite word. Yeah.
So, that's my 4.
So, I mean, you know, hey, guys, it's going to be interesting, man. I'm on the edge. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not happy with the position I'm in now. Right. Very happy with my roster, but not happy with the position I'm in. Yeah. So, it's going to be... It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
I'm looking forward to these last 4 games of the season. Hopefully, my team can do some smacking, man. I need it. You know, I need it badly. I need my guys to step up to the plate.
You know, it's gonna be got some good matchups. I think we talked about it earlier. Got some good matchups this week. I'm playing
a lot of matchups with playoff implications.
Yeah. Who are you playing this week?
I'm playing Team Lee. You know, so hopefully we can get back on track this week.
January Juggernaut.
We talked about that. That's humongous for January Juggernaut.
Yeah, I think another big
and the rest of the league.
If January Juggernaut gets this win, I mean
it messes the whole league out of whack.
Another solid matchup you got is formerly known as Charlotte Sinning and Team King. I think that's a
key matchup.
Pretty big matchup. Team King wins this game,
that's it.
I can't say he's in, but
that's wrapping it up. In every way,
he's getting out there. He's cutting the wrapping paper. He's not taping it. He's cutting that wrapping.
That's taking it to the gift wrapping cabinet.
Hey, well, this is what I gotta say, guys. Hey, if Hen Dog Susie Smackers beats All Aboard, we got. The way I feel like much confidence I have my team. That's 3-6-4 teams right there, coach.
Right.
And I feel that's gonna take. It's going to take All Aboard down to the number 3 spot in our division because his points are just not there.
47 points.
I mean, hey guys, this is the week. Next week's gonna be an interesting show. I'm sorry the show's been so long. I mean, it's hard. I mean, you got 8 teams with 5 or less losses, man. I mean, 8 teams.
Yeah.
I mean, and Team Wood, Houston Hustlers, it's just like every week I feel like he has to buy every week, man. But Houston Hustlers is not the same team.
Not the same team. And Team Wood is not the same team right now.
That's true. Right, so this may be what they got projected.
So I take that back. What I just said about. I apologize.
They actually got Houston Hustlers projected to win this game.
He doesn't have all
his players.
That's true.
Okay. I'm sure Houston Hustlers hadn't even looked at his roster.
Yeah. Probably haven't looked at his roster.
But hey, remember guys, it's a game tomorrow.
Thursday night, set your lineups now. Don't forget to be the wise guy.
Oakland
and San Diego. So hey, Philip, remember Gates is out there.
All right.
Nobody else.
Don't forget to take care of those rosters before tomorrow, guys. And as always, before we end the show, you got anything you want to say first?
I just want to say, Philip Rivers you don't have to go ahead and don't have him on the bench right now.
Okay. All right.
Set your rosters late Friday night.
Tell me, can you do it? Hey guys, just as we like to end every show, we want to continue our positive partnerships and relationships with our sponsors. We really appreciate their presence. We really appreciate the commitment that they have to our show and to what we're trying to do. So again, we want to give them a shout out, just as we do at the end and the beginning of every show. So thank you to the fine folks over at Gatorade, the fine folks over at Pepsi Cola, and your fine folks over at French's Yellow Mustard. Again, what can you say about French's Yellow Mustard?
Jesus, good on everything.
Fried fish, fried okra, sandwiches.
If you can fry it, you can put French's.
I mean, come on. And then keeping your hairline cool, fresh, and not cut up, and this cooling and lubricant spray. So again, thank you sponsors for sticking with us again another week, and I guess a couple of new sponsors this week. So we really appreciate you guys. It's been a wonderful show. I've enjoyed doing it with you guys. As always, glad to be back. It's been a bit of a hiatus.
Sorry about that.
Again,
and always,
5 TVs, 5 rooms.
See you next week, guys.